How we doing, boys? How we doing, boys and girls? Hope everyone's been having a lovely Sunday, a lovely weekend. For those of you who are new and don't know, my name is Kyle. I'm the co-founder of Slapstocks, and I do these fun Sunday stock talks for you guys, where this is the first time I look at the market, so you guys look at the market with me, and we go over it together. You guys name stocks in the live chat below, and I look through them and see what you guys want me to look at in TA, and I give you my thoughts on them. So, just to start out, SPY dropped really hard on Friday. After hours closed down here. Um, yeah, we kind of, actually no, we closed right here. Then we opened on futures at this level at like 345 around here. We came up to 355. I was supposed to take a long here, but I kind of forgot to. I was busy watching football. But yeah, we had this nice little dip come down, form a higher low. We broke through the higher high. We broke through the high here to form new highs. Right here, another mini higher low, kept going. And now we're coming up on this. So we basically just filled this gap that we did. Here, let me see this on SPY. Yeah, okay. So this was right during the market close, and when the market closed in the third candle. So market closed here. After hours, we dropped lower here. So yeah. So right now we're basically just filling the gap that dropped, that made us drop. So if we're looking at this in SPY terms, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Would you look at that? SPY is literally bouncing off a perfect trend line here. Let me take off my algo real quick here. And then we'll go to the 1 hour chart. So I noticed this trend that was forming on SPY a while ago. I decided to just draw this in case something were to happen. But SPY seems to be perfectly bouncing off of that trend, which is right here, that trend line. So let's see if we can retest 355.23 range. So like actually, okay, so for SPY, what I could see, we're up here. We need to break 368. We need to break 3568 flat. If we can break above 3568 flat, we'll find this zone here. I'm gonna draw it for you guys. We'll be back stuck into this zone. Which seems to almost be like one of a supply zone right there. So we can get back into here. Let's see if we can get a demand increase again for us to run back up to 3582. Because then after we fill this, after you're able to find a consolidation here and enough momentum, we should be able to push up. That was weird. That was really weird. Um, but yeah, we have to find consolidation here. If we find consolidation here, we'll find some bullishness upwards to get to 357.6. Above that, we'll get to 358.2. And then we'll continue to fill the gap upwards again. But if we can't seem to break above this range here, look for us to go even lower, back down to our 348, 3548 levels. So 354 on SPY, like right here. Look for us to drop below to these levels again if we break below this trend line, below this trend here, and which is right here. And if we drop below that, we should gap down back to 350, 351. So be on the lookout for that for SPY going forward. Let me see. Just to kind of be ready for this, in case it does pop, I want to take a long. Let's see, 68, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So 4 points. 4 times 4 is 16, 16, 12. I'm gonna set it right here. It's a nice little buy-in. See if we can get that momentum push going. But yeah, so there's my rant on SPY. That's what I think is gonna happen this week. And yeah, now for what you guys, I need you to do is just type in ticker symbols down in the chat below for me to look at. I need you to do is just what math did I do this there? Math. So we see here ES is currently touching this level. Let's see if we can run up. Realistically, I kind of want to break around here. That's good. But yeah, type in your type in ticker symbols you guys want me to look at. We have Zoom. What else? Zoom, Piton, AMD. Perfect. Cool. We'll start. Now I'm getting a list. This is what I need. Good stuff. Zoom. Hmm. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I see different stuff. Let's this is a pretty steep trend here. See if that holds. It did get above this level here, this 432 level. Let's see if it can hold it. Let's see if like 432, 433 can become a new support level here, because we are in a nice uptrend right now. This isn't necessarily a bullish triangle, even though it does form one. I'd say this is more of a bullish triangle type formation, like right here, than this is. But this definitely is a breakout happening with volume. You can see the volume increase happening. Yeah, you can see another resistance level here. Okay, so if Zoom can break above 445, look for it to start trying to fill the gap upwards to like 455 to 460 range. This level, this area right here. Look for it to try and fill up to this range here. And then if it can fill up to, I'd say 460. I'd say 460 is the high for it to go to this week if it were to go to that high. But if it were to go higher, look for it to break out above 465 to get it upwards of 480. For the downside, let's see if you can get a kind of for the same thing for the downs. Actually, no. If you get a break below 438, 430, yeah, 438 flat, we'll say, just to be safe. If you get a break below 438 flat, look for a flush down to 435. After 435, start looking at 432, 433 for this previous resistance level bounce as a support level, and then it should go back for the retest. But if you don't get that bounce here and you flush, look for it to flush to 428. Let's see what else. Yeah, on the bigger scale. Honestly, hold on, let me see more. Yeah, so I mean, that's a dollar. Maybe not. I feel like if I were to do this, I'd see that we're at like a GP level. I mean, yeah, that is a major GP level on the bigger scale. With 0.618 pounds, it is approaching the 0.382 level. So yeah, so basically where we were talking about, all those levels make add up for the most part with this Fibonacci levels right here. Now let's go here instead. Zoom in some. There, and we got the high here. Yeah, so we are approaching another 0.618 level here, where the support level is. Let me just draw that here. Yeah, here we go. So just pay attention. So yeah, so like we were talking about, we need this break upwards to here to 450, then we got 450, 460. So yeah, okay. So what we're looking at is pretty solid. PTOG. What is this? Oh, I don't remember doing that. Okay. They had earnings. They killed earnings, but they dropped. Why? Um. Okay. Well, I mean, from perspective, since stuff is closing back down again, people will be back at home working, wanting to work out again with gyms closed and everything. That's why you see the spike occurring. And you see here when they're talking about the lockdowns and stuff for New York, you can see this start going back upwards. Same with Zoom. Zoom is actually the same reason that pumped was because of the lockdown news. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. If it can continue that run up, look for it to try and fill the gap upwards. But I'd say look for it to break above 112.50. If it breaks above 112.50, look for 115, like 116. After 116, look for 120, 123. But for the downside, if it doesn't bounce off 110.50, look for a flush down to 108. Below 108, look for 105. And then after 105, look for 103.80. And yeah, let's see what else. AMD. AMD, okay, cool. So this was a head and shoulders pattern that we actually saw a while ago forming. Really solid pattern that it had. We called this out in another live. So good job there. But yeah, it is recovering now. And it's trying to fill. Okay, let's see. I want to get rid of this. See what that gap is like from here to here to here, and that down there. Yeah, so we are dropping at a 0.382 level here, so I'm gonna just keep this one up because I like it. Just look at the larger scale of things. Um, let's see if AMD can retrace back to 8350 and go for a nice support bounce, a nice fib support bounce there. Cause let me see. Nah, it's not really forming a double top. Yeah, honestly, your best bet for AMD is looking for this retrace of 8350 for the support bounce back up to 86. If you can, we can break above 86. Look for the next run going to 87. Let me see on the smaller scale. Yeah. Yeah, those are good levels to look out for. I mean, actually, one more level. Let's see, one more thing before I'm done with this one. Eh, I don't like that. This one just looks off. I feel like I'm not doing it. But yeah, those are your levels for AMD to look for. Um, Tesla. Tesla. We make tequila. Tesla. Hmm. Yeah, that tequila really helped him, I feel like. That tequila honestly probably boosted their sales up to make it onto the S&P 500 if you really think about it. If you really think about it, that's probably the reason why he released that and they sold out so quick. You run up the numbers so that way you can be included into the S&P 500 real quick, you know? So, smart move on Elon. But, yeah, naturally stocks do run up after they are announced that they'll be on the S&P 500, just like Tesla did. But, eventually they come back down. Tesla is trying to fill the gap back up to its all-time highs of 540, almost 560, like 539, right here range. I personally am not a Tesla trader just because I don't like it really. But yeah. Oh, there's a nice dump. There's a nice flush going on. Yeah. Honestly, I'd say wait for the break above 501. Wait for your break above 501 for a nice momentum push upwards to get to at least 510. But on the downside, look for, ooh, we're coming down. See how he hit the zone here? See how he hit the supply zone here that we couldn't break upwards of? We couldn't find at least some acceptance here. Now we're coming back down. That was something to look out for there. But yeah, back to Tesla. If Tesla gets below 480, yeah, Tesla below 480, start looking for 472, and then to previous resistance level of 465.70. Yes, sir. Of course. DKNG next. Same thing with DKNG actually. It's kind of looking like, watch. Let's see. How can I do this? Add financial metric. Nope. Trade. Nope. Nope. Do I add it? No. Alrighty. So blue represents Tesla, red represents SPY. If we look at them side by side, see how Tesla and DraftKings are kind of doing the same thing with each other right now. They're kind of just hyped up right now for the most part. Yeah, look how similar DraftKings and Tesla are moving. They're moving about the same, which is kind of funny to look at. They're moving at a higher rate than SPY. Especially, you can see here, you can actually see SPY's kind of declining here. SPY drops below that level, it'll come back down. But yeah, look how similar these are moving. So same thing with DraftKings as with Tesla. If it gets above, let's get rid of these levels now. I don't know why it's doing percentages. There we go. So yeah, so if DraftKings gets above 50, look for that momentum push upwards to 52 or 54. On the downside, if it gets below 47.50, look for the flush to 44.50 on the safe side. I'd say 44 flat though. But yeah, let's see, what else do we got? Tesla, I did Tesla. Tesla, I did Tesla. IDEX Oxycontin. Alright. No, I know. Oxycody. I like Cody. Cody's a good stock. It's going up insanely. Yeah, I'll leave it at that though. I don't like penny stocks like this. Really, look at this. It already had your breakout. Your breakout for the penny stocks would have been around this area here. You see here 372 to 340. This is where you buy in. Then you would sell in here at 382. You'd sell some. Play the run up. Get more in again here at the break of 476 for the run back ups. But this stock, however, has recently been pretty high before. But Honestly, I think it's just getting a run up because I don't know too much about it, so I can't give a full analysis on Cody. But I'll move on to Oxy instead because I know a little more about Oxy. So, I mean, same thing with Oxy. You already had your pump upwards. Sorry, I'm thinking if I want to do this. Let me just wait. But yeah, you already had your pump upwards. But if you want to, I'd say wait for this 1374 break for the run back up to 1474. On the downside, look for anything below 13 for a flush to 12. IDEX. Same thing with IDEX. It's another penny stock. I can't really give too much information on this one. But it does look like it is catching very strong momentum here. Look for a continuation for a break possibly above like 160 for 165 for a push up to 180 if you can get there. But yeah, I recommend looking for those stuff. But yeah, is that all you guys have? Oh, bin. Okay, cool. I'll do bin. I've already done P-Tom, by the way. And if you missed the beginning of this or anything like that, don't worry because as soon as I end this, it automatically uploads to YouTube. So you can just rewatch it whenever you want to. You can rewatch it in the morning. Only reason I mention IDX because of its tech with EV because of the current EV pump. Yes and no. If you want to play electric vehicle pumps and stuff like that, yeah, but how much of a role does IDX play? Yeah, see, I honestly would leave IDX alone for that stuff. It's a pump and dump, honest. Like you're supposed to grab in around here at like 120, 30, and then you're supposed to play that run up. But like I said, just look for the continuation. Maybe it'll continue. Maybe it'll blow up. Maybe it'll continue with a nice run up again. Bind. So I've actually been watching Bind. I want Bind to get above 138 for the gap fill up to 142. And if we can do that, we'll look for the upwards of 146 here. I missed my 0.61 entry that I wanted, which is kind of tough, which is 130 here. That would have been awesome. But yeah, now what we can do is just wait for this break above 438. But on the downside, I'd say if we get below 433.50, look for a flush back down to this 0.618 level at 130.20. Brand, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. But yeah, there's that for bin. But yeah, but I'm actually looking for these levels up here. I'll probably move this down here. Crossing, yep, save. Perfect. Oh, just notice how that candle flipped here. We did hit us, so we know that there's a little bit of support around this range here, which kind of makes sense. Just looking at it. But yeah, let's see. Baba. So we did have Baba longs around this area right here. And sadly, Baba didn't want to do its thing until later after we sold, so we ran out of those. So I'm just waiting for the re-entry, honestly. I want Baba to get above these levels here of 275, 275.50, this little area right here. Because if it can get above that range, it should be able to fill the gap back upwards to 284 to 290. I know a couple people who are in 2023 calls for Baba, like, and they're expecting it to go back up to like, or expecting it for it to go to at least like 380 to 400 by the end of the year, or by the end of 2021, 2022. So be on the lookout for that stuff as well. But from a technical side, SPY is making its push back up. from the technical side of things, it is just curving right here. Your entry would have been this 260 break. Be on the lookout for that. That's just an idea that could happen, possibly. So be careful with that. See how it is dropping there too. So let's see if that holds. If not, it should break out. We'll get into this zone. We'll hopefully break out of this zone for the nice gap fill up to 284, 285, 290. BA. Yep, BA lifted off too. So these are your main levels to look for here. Did catch the nice run up. I know Wolf did. He signaled for y'all, for you guys. What else? It is coming back down. You see that rejection here again at that supply level. It is coming back down here again. This does kind of look like a head and shoulders, I guess. There it is. Look at me. You have here, here, then you have here, here. So yeah, so we have like this downtrend forming right now, known as the head and shoulders. Let's see if we can break below. Look at that perfect resistance. So we can clearly see SPY is having trouble getting back above 256 right now. I'm gonna set an alert here for Boeing, just in case it goes below that, because then that would confirm the head and shoulders pattern that we've been talking about. And if SPY does flush overnight, that'll be good signs for Boeing of this being a confirmation of, yes, it is a head and shoulders. So if it does get below 198.75, start looking for puts down to 195 to 194 to 190. On the upside, however, if it can break above 202.50, no, make it safe. 202.70, make it safe. If it can break above 202.70, look for it to get up to 206.41, then to fill the gap up to 212, and then back to 221 to 224. You got a call. What date did you get your call for? Because, I mean, if you got it for this week, you're going to need an immediate push above 1127, 210. Yeah, okay, so you're going to need a push. You're going to need us to get up to at least like 204 in order for those to probably try and make some money. Depends when you grab them. If you grab them on Friday, you're probably going to be... If you grab them on Friday and we move up like $4 or so, you should be green. But if you grab them before Friday, you're going to end up red still due to decay. So yeah, so you grab them on Friday. Yeah, you're going to lose a bit due to decay depending when you grab them. If you grab them around like 200, you should be fine for a $4 move upwards if it does happen. But like I said, this pattern is forming here, which indicates a downtrend. So just be careful for the break below my level here of 198.75. So just be careful with that. But yeah. Is there any other stocks you guys want me to look at or anything? No. Alright, so I guess I'll just wrap it up for right now then. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday stock talk. And like I said, if you couldn't make it for the beginning of it or anything like that, don't worry, it'll be automatically uploaded on YouTube as soon as I end it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get ready to make some money. Have a good one, everyone.